This is a satanic tactic. You don't even realize how bad it is because all you think when you read the headline is you think, oh, that happened there, they did that. They want you to be rambling to your friends and family. They want you to be saying, did you hear about the one thing that they did? There was this thing. But your parents probably sleep with the TV on. This is gonna continue on. This is gonna be raging on for the rest of your adult life. Like, this is not going anywhere.
The average 18-year-old, their introduction to this world is like twisted.
So I got pulled over because I was doing 60 in a 55. The state trooper comes back, and this gentleman, he sees that I have prior assault and battery on a police officer with charges of resisting arrest. And he comes back, and he has his hand on his gun.
Why wouldn't you? You have an assault and battery of a police officer.
I'm with my disabled mother, taking her to a goddamn doctor's appointment.
What's he? What are you interviewing first? Did he watch
am I gonna pull a gun out on him on a traffic stop for going 60 and a 50-55?
Did he watch the Vice documentary about your life? Either completely tune out and sink some time into Steam and get cozy and get a gamer. Get comfy in your DX Racer chair and sink some serious time into Steam. Or get a grip and learn how to have a sense of humor and have a handle and have some sort of mental tranquility with all this, with people trying to attack you.
I definitely know what it feels like to be hit by crazy headlines. And at the time, I didn't know that like the point was to keep me focused on that and like in this this pendulum swinging of emotions, making weird choices, and not, you know, being grounded whatsoever. And that's gonna get tough. Like the average person who doesn't hasn't researched these things is gonna have a hard time when things continue to change and get worse. But I think the thing that like keeps me grounded is whenever this happens to societies, in the long term, it might be when I'm 80, but a lot of the things that we are complaining about right now won't exist. The end game for America is decentralization. I think the most sane thing to do is to realize that like your real world is just like your four walls and like the people that are around you.
And put the phone down. Why am I unhappy? Why am I unhappy?
If you ever feel like that, like find something to just dump your money into.
They want to irreparably your brain up so that you are ostracized. They want to take the free-thinking people who have the ability to see through what's going on and discredit you and turn you into. They want you to be rambling to your friends and family. They want you to be saying, "Did you hear about the one thing that they did? There was this thing, and there was this thing." This is a satanic tactic, okay? Mm-hmm. And you don't even realize how bad it is because all you think when you read the headline is you think, "Oh, that happened there. They did that. Oh, gee whiz, I guess I feel this way about it now."
The Overton window for education has been shifted so far from when education was successful, when government wasn't involved in it. Because, I mean, it's a well-known fact, a dollar spent by the government is $10 spent by the private sector. So when you throw money, when you say increase funding for schools, all you're saying is tax the local people more so the government can spend that dollar at a tenth of the efficiency. In an inefficient manner. And then even if they did spend it efficiently, the teachers really have no say because Common Core guides the coursework, and
you'd be shackled. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You wouldn't be able to talk sense to kids because you'd be following a rule book.
Things need more funding, I think. It's that the whole system we built up to now is there's gaps in it that we're only filling with the current consciousness of what the system is now. When government wasn't involved, propping up, ensuring loans to banks so that banks would loan money to 18-year-olds who don't know what they're fucking doing.
Not to mention that school has come to replace the home. Like school has become daycare basically, because the parents don't care.
Current meme is like parents can't wait to get their kids to school.
Yeah.
With another human being into this world, and then you're like, I can't wait for my kids to be at school.
That's like
they think it's funny too. Those parents think it's funny too.
But
I think there's a lot more tired parents who want to get the kids the out of the house who are not posting Facebook.
I can't imagine having a kid and not being lit on having a kid.
No, the reason why they're tired is because the standard of living and the amount of like inflation that our currency has suffered, it requires two parents to be working full-time jobs.
Yeah.
I think there's something similar with the push to get women in the workforce. Obviously, it's just basically to get people more dependent on the state, to get people less cohesive, less focused on the family, more focused on having the state be this take on roles that would be typically left to the family, to the mother. Introducing a bunch more labor, and therefore that lowers the price that labor can expect to make. Have men earning half as much as they did in the 50s. You just have to have two people working now to survive. The family, you want to dissolve that. You want to have everybody be atomized individuals so that they are defenseless.
They're going to demand more. Once you kneel, they're going to want more. They're going to want you to lay down. Kneeling is not enough.
Just like stay home, dude.
The protests are not the place to take a stand. They're not the place to go take a stand to throw it all away.
Take a fucking stand in your house. Feed your family. Do your hobbies.
Find a bunch of people who are similar, who are good dudes, who are solid, who work out, who don't sit on fucking Discord foaming about oh my god, check out this video.
You're literally talking about me and Alex right now.
Humanity, the West, took a pretty big hit after World War I and World War II.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, they got hit with television. They got hit with the Mac Daddy. If you think the internet's bad, television is so much worse because there's no when you're watching TV, when you have a TV in your home, you got a TV in your home? Oh, that family, they got 2 TVs in their home. It was like a status symbol, how many TVs you have in your home. These old people have TV running 24/7. Your parents probably sleep with the TV on. Everybody had a TV, and there's no alternative. There was no 4chan. There was nowhere you could go, like aside from like the anarchist bookstore, and get like an alternative take on what was going on. So you're immediately separates people into Nixon's a lie, he's lying, like crackpots and like dumbasses.
My solution, what I would do if I were you right now, is I would save my money and build real relationships with real people, get a skill that can help those people, and make sure those people are equally as skilled as you are, and build a network, buy a really cheap house when everything goes bankrupt, and live it out, because that's about as good as it's going to get, in my opinion.
Whatever your critical thinking brings you to believe in, that you gotta ease up a little bit on responding to PSYOP exactly as it was designed for you to respond. Just chill out. Don't have a panic attack. If you react in an emotional, knee-jerk way, you're going to be playing into it, and it will be a nightmare. Is that thing dying?
Yeah.
How do you know it's dying?
Because it's beeping, making a noise.
Beeping and blinking red. I feel like
Listen,
you're crying wolf. I don't know if Joey lies.
That's crying.
Joey doesn't lie. He's a
machine crying
professional.
wolf?
He's a professional boom operator.
Everybody can hear that it's probably dying.
Is that machine crying wolf though?